Just make sure that you are taking all of this in context, because carbs are not bad, they are not good, they have a function, and if they cannot function properly within your body based on the way you're training, you may have problems. I think we understand that carbohydrates are a source of fuel. They give your body energy, and that's a great thing, especially if you're working out and training very hard in the gym. However, for some people, those carbohydrates that you consume are not efficiently transported to the muscle cells where they can be broken down into ATP for energy for practical use. If that's the case, you may want to consider going on a lower carbohydrate protocol. What do I mean when I say low carb? So obviously we're saying the FDA recommends about 300 grams of carbs. I'd say a moderate range of carbs could be anywhere between 100 and 200. I'd consider low carb anything under 100 grams of carbohydrates. Now, some people might consider low carb under 50. I think under 100 grams is actually pretty moderately low carbs in my professional opinion. Now, all that being said, when you eat food, when you eat carbohydrates, the end user of those carbs, it's not your stomach, it's your cells. If the energy from the carbs is not able to be transported into the cells, you may have a condition which is called insulin resistance. I've talked about this in a lot of videos, but I want to continue to reiterate this point. Insulin resistance is a condition where you are consuming carbohydrates, it is spiking your blood sugar. As a result of the spike in your blood sugar, your pancreas is releasing insulin. The insulin's job is to take the glucose and to shuttle it into the muscle cells. However, when your body releases insulin and it transports the glucose to the muscle cells, if your muscle cells are unable to receive that energy, what's going to happen is your pancreas is going to release more insulin and doing more and more and more to try to shuttle that out. However, while insulin is a muscle building hormone, it is also a fat storing hormone. So if that glucose cannot get into the muscle cell, it will be stored as body fat. That is where some people have issues, and it's real. It is very real. And if you want to know if this applies to you, I encourage you to get your A1C levels tested. I did another video where I discussed that in detail, explaining what tests you would want to get done when you get this done at a doctor's. You can have some blood work done. If you are inefficient at utilizing the carbohydrates as a source of fuel, you may want to consider fueling your body using a different mechanism, and a different mechanism would be fueling your body off of fat. Now, I have other videos going into that, but moderate carb, I'll say moderate carb, 100 to 200 grams of carbs, that range works well for some people, but it doesn't work well for everybody. So I think there is a disconnect, because I think that unfortunately some coaches out there, some nutritionists, become very adept at training one specific type of person, one specific set of needs. And the problem is what works for one person will not work for everybody. So if your coach or your nutritionist is not asking you a little bit more in-depth questions about your energy levels, because here's the thing, you can be eating carbs, you're like, I just ate, why am I still hungry? And still, if you're still experiencing sugar cravings, hunger cravings, and you're eating, your body may not be receiving the energy where it's supposed to be going. So there is an actual scientific reason for this. Just make sure that you are taking all of this in context, because carbs are not bad, they are not good, they have a function, and if they cannot function properly within your body based on the way you're training, you may have problems. So if there's any other questions I can answer for you, please comment below or check me out at gagegirltraining.com. See you soon, guys. Bye.